Oh, hey, I am so glad you made it to your midweek shot in the arm. And today's shot is due time. You ready? Let's go. Due time, simply put, it means at the appropriate time. You guys already know we are headed straight to our instruction manual. And today's instructions come from 1 Samuel 1:20, English Standard Version, and it reads, "And in due time, Hannah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Samuel. For she said, I have asked for him from the Lord." Amen. Listen, today's shot is directly from our devotional, okay? Titled, Get Up and Pray. My God, listen, you have access to this devotional. Don't click off right now. Okay, but after this shot, go to buildersofthefaith.com. You will see a picture of yours truly, along with Pastor Robert A. Brown, and you will see a tab for devotionals. Click on the devotional and follow follow the prompts, okay? Click on the devotional and follow the prompts, all right? Listen, as you read through the devotional, you will see that it's going to help us apply PBP to our lives, okay? Practical biblical principles, okay? You ready? Let's dive in. So the devotional for today is centered around timing, more specifically due time. All right, now per usual, I encourage you, my God, read your instruction manual. Okay, I'm reading a verse for our shot, but I want you to go back and read the entire text. Okay, so let's look at our verse again. 1 Samuel 1:20, English Standard Version. "And in due time, Hannah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Samuel. For she said, I have asked for him from the Lord." Hannah was a woman who desperately desired a child. Hannah was also a woman that shared her husband with another woman named Peninnah. Now, listen, this was culturally acceptable, okay? So here we have two women culturally married to the same man, all right? Peninnah is bearing children, and Hannah appears to be barren, okay? Peninnah did not take Hannah's barrenness as an opportunity to console or even encourage her. Instead, she sees every opportunity, every chance she got to pick on Hannah, to taunt her, to make fun of her infertility. She made fun of her not being able to bear children from their husband, all right? Now, I read through the chapter, which is why I'm encouraging you to read. Nowhere in there did I see that Hannah fought Peninnah for taunting her, or did it suggest that there was any type of physical harm done in response to what some would call today bullying, all right? However, it does say that Hannah would become deeply distressed and weep. My God. So Peninnah was taunting this woman to tears, stressing her out to where she is weeping. My God. But in Hannah's weeping, in her broken state, in her distress, she went to the tabernacle and prayed earnestly. She prayed a silent prayer, my God, with so much fervor that to the priest Eli, she appeared drunk. Now, have you ever seen a drunkard? Have you ever seen a drunkard? Now, imagine with me, if you will, how Hannah may have looked in the tabernacle. Remember, she's pouring her heart out. This is where her emotions are released, because she did not release them on the bully. She did not release them on Peninnah for taunting her. She released her emotions in a sacred place. My God, she took them to God and prayed. Imagine her rocking back and forth, filled with unfiltered emotions, choked up, crying. She approached God with complete openness and humility. My God, imagine what it takes to just be open in the sacred place, just crying, just begging. My God, have you ever felt like you were being taunted by someone close to you? A family member, a friend, a co-worker, whomever, someone that knows you. My God, that knows what your heart desires. Someone who knows all about that thing that you want so badly, the thing that you've been praying for. Come on, and instead of agreeing in prayer with you or encouraging you to keep the faith, they decide to bully you about it, to taunt you about it, to poke at you about it, to the point that it stresses you out and you begin to weep. Listen, for some it may not be weeping, but they may turn to sleeping more. They don't want to deal with life. Some turn to eating their feelings away, and some turn to pushing their plate away, not eating at all. And I'm not talking about fasting. I'm talking about no desire to even eat. Some drink their feelings away or isolate themselves. Listen, you have to be watchful. Not everyone is going to cry. Not everyone is going to weep when they're being taunted. Some may express themselves differently. But listen, the hurt, the pain, the agony, the disappointment is real. Those are real feelings. Listen, Hannah took her emotions to the sacred place. And in due time, God answered her prayer. So might I encourage you to take on the prayer posture of Hannah. Humble yourself and become completely open to God. You don't care how you look to others. Come on, you don't care what they're saying about you because you are praying to the one who can answer your prayer. I'm going to leave you with this and I'm going to get out of here. Listen, though Hannah prayed earnestly for a son, and I need you to get this, though she prayed earnestly for a son, she also promised to return to dedicate him to the Lord for all the days of his life. And guess what? She did just that. She dedicated him back to the Father. So listen, we all have a due time. We all have a due time. The question is, when you receive what you have prayed for, will you honor God with that blessing? When you receive the job you prayed for, will you honor God? When you receive the house you prayed for, will you honor God? Then when that bill is unexpectedly paid for, will you honor God? Listen, when you get through school, will you honor God? When you receive the healing that you've been asking for, the healing you've prayed for, will you honor God? The joy that you are longing for, will you honor God? When you get your smile back, will you honor God? My God, when the reconciliation you prayed for comes to fruition, will you honor God? Hannah's due time came for her blessing, and her due time came for her dedication back to God, to the thing that she promised. She did exactly what she said she would do. Listen, get up from your slumber. Get up from your broken place. Get up from your regret. Get up from your mistakes. Get up and pray, because your due time is coming. And when you receive what you prayed for, honor God with your blessing. Selah. My God, now remember, this shot is for you. So maximize your shot of due time. Until next time.